Uh, Good morning, my dear students. Hope everyone is good and safe at home. Okay, so I believe and think that everyone is working and enjoying online classes. So, with the same spirit, with the same hope, today we are going to start the next lesson. That is very beautiful lesson. That is third one. Okay, so that is a hornbill called Harold. Okay, so do you first let's do some warm up activities. Do you know that in Nagaland, the state's most renowned culture festival is named after the Hornbill? Find out about the Hornbill festivals of Nagaland and make the scrapbook. Okay, so there is a culture festival in Nagaland regarding this only, and this is the story of a hornbill who became a beloved pet. He kept the family engaged with his love for food and rain. Okay, so here it is. Herald is nothing but a bird. Okay, bird name called Herald Hornbill. Harold's mothers, like all good hornbills, was the most careful of wives, his father the most easygoing of husband. Okay, so Harold mothers is a good hornbill, means good pet, and was the most careful of wives. So that bird is caring that all the things. His father the most easygoing husband. Okay, easygoing means that he is very polite, silent, and listens to every time. In January, before the duck tree burst into flame red blooms, Harold's father took his wife into a great hole high in the tree trunk. So before going to burst the tree or forest or struggle from the people or disturbing from the people, the father took his wife to the high place in the tree, where his father and his father's fathers had taken their brides at the same time every year. When the climate changes, when there is rainy season, my father means father's fathers also, they used to take us, they used to take my parents, sons and brides at the same place every year. In this weather beaten hollow generation upon generations of hornbills had been raised, the herald's mother, like those before her, was enclosed within the holy by the strength wall of earth, sticks and dung. dung. Okay, so this was the generation of hornbills was raised and Harold's mother. So like before, they used to take care of those things. Harold's father left a small slit in the center of this wall to enable him to communicate with his wife whenever he felt like a shot. So they built a nest, okay, and for nest there was a window, beautiful window. Through this window only, his father and his wife used to talk. Walled up in her uncomfortable room, Harold's mother was a prisoner for over 2 months. So his mother also was in prisoners and very uncomfortable with the room. During this period, an egg was laid and Harold was born. Okay, so in this flow, so after construction the net, okay, during this period means in that period, so an egg was laid. So from that, the Harold was born. In his naked boyhood, Harold was no beauty. His most prominent features was his flaming red bill, matching the blooms of the flame tree, which were now ablaze, heralding the summer. He had a stomach that could never be filled. That could never be filled. Say, despite the best effort of his father, who brought him pieces of jackfruits berries from the banana trees. Okay, so when he was born, there was no looking on his face. Okay, so he was neck boyhood. Harold was no beauty. So now only recent born baby, recent born bird. So there was no looking face in that. His mother prominent features was his flaming red bill that they would recognize by this mouth that is in red color, and he was little bit trying to fly, and the color of duck tree was red, is red, and blooms the flowers, all those things. Because of this only, so he is trying to match. Okay, and as he grew bigger, the room became more compact. One day his mother burst through the wall, spread out his wings, and sailed over the tree tops. So after some days, the herald was growing. He grew bigger, and the now the small room is now a smaller, and it was very uncomfortable to sit for his mother and the herald. So that's why her mother just opened her wings and just went from that place. Her husband protested. He was glad to see her about and played with her, expressing his delights with deep gurgles and throat chuckles. Then they repaired the wall of the nursery so that Harold would not fall down. So as soon as his mother came to know that there was no much space for sitting together, so her mother went outside, and just is that father has seen all these things, and just he was observed that if there is no repair for this house, then our herald may fall. So that's why they decided to repair the wall at nursery. Nursery in the sense that small repair they want to they wanted to do, and so that herald would not fall on. If we do, then will be our herald will be safe, otherwise he may get fall. Herald was quite happy in his cell and felt no urge for freedom. At that time, the herald was quite happy. He was just happy that getting good air, good mother was there before, father also was before, but he was just uncomfortable with the place or freedom. He was putting on the weight and the feature of acquiring a philosophy of his own. Then something happened to change the course of his life. So some days are going to pass. Just he passed the days, and he was putting on weight. Means he was getting bigger and getting his nose, okay, legs, and all the things less small in bigger, acquiring a philosophy of his own. Then something happened to change the course of his life, and it means that a day came. Now his life is going to change. One afternoon he was awaked from his knees by the loud banging of the wall, a banging quite different from that made by his mother. Okay, so one day what happened in the evening, so he was sitting on the nest and just observing from outside from his mouth, and he saw there was a different bell, different banging, quite different from the made by her parents. Means there was outside, there was a ringing outside, there was means someone was calling outside to that bird, that herald, and he just suddenly realized that it was not a sound like her, his parents. Soon the wall gave way, and there was something large and red started at him, not his parents' bills, but grandfather's son's burst face and short red beard. Okay, so he just there was no father and mother in his before near to him, and there was another ring, means ring in the sense sound was coming, and that he saw from the window, and he realized that it was not voice of my parents, some other one, some others one may be there. Soon the wall gave away, and there was something large and red starting at him. Okay, not her parents fell, but the grandfather's sons, means his grandfather, someone was there, someone is there to tell, to call. In a moment, Harold was seized. He roared lustily and struck out with his bill and feet, but to no purpose. Grandfather had him a bag, and the young hornbill was added to zoo on our front, okay, veranda. Oh, so what happens here? After some days, so there was a person came and took that Harold and just added, means just they took Harold and dropped to zoo. Harold had a small outlook, and once he had got over some early attacks and nares, he began to welcome the approach of stranger. For him, grandfather and I meant arrival of food, and he gathered, greeted with us, carrying neck, okay, queering open bill and loud, a croaking kaka key. So grandfather gave him a very roomy cake in the sunny corner of the veranda, a place compared quartered he had grown up in, and basin of fresh water every day for his bath. Okay, in the zoo, the grandfather gave him a very good place. So there he used to started speaking, and grandfather gave him a very big cake, sage, and sunny corner. Even though if it is rain, he can protect. Even though if it is sunlight, he can protect. And even though he is get up, even though he needs a water, it is near. So that grandfather has gave him a beautiful space for the bath also. Harold was not beautiful by Indian standard. He had a small baby and a large head, but his nature was friendly, and he stayed a good terms with the both grandfathers during his 12 years as a member of the household. Okay, so after that, Harold was not a beautiful like Indian standards, means as far as Indian standards. So it was not, he was not that much of beautiful, but he had a small body and large head. Okay, so small body and the large head, but his nature was friendly, and he stayed on good terms with both grandfather and grandmother. During his 12 years as he member of the household, he would even tolerate my aunties, to whom most of the other pets in the house usually took a strong dislike. Okay, here the beautiful thing is there. He would even tolerate my aunties. Even he would tolerate my aunties and their parents and their children also. Children also. There they used to tease. Okay, pull his leg lot of, but even though he was very happy with the things. Okay, so now he would even tolerate my auntie, to whom the most of the other pets in the house usually took a strong dislike. This means there were so many people to hate him, but even though he was very happy, and he used to treat, okay, very well with the all other things. So dear students, so with this I would like to repeat the lesson once again. The herald, the hornbill called Herald. So this is a story of hornbills who become a beloved pet. He kept his family engaged with his love for food and rain. Okay. Herald's mother, like other good hornbill, was the most careful of wives. His father, the most easygoing of husbands. In January, before the dark tree burst into flame red blossom, Harold's father took his wife into a great hall high in the tree trunk where his father and his father's father, means grandfather, had taken their brides at the same time every year. In this weather beaten hollow, generation upon the generations of hornbills had been raised, and Harold's fathers, like those before her, was enclosed within the holy by a stud wall of earth, sticks, and dirt. Next, Harold's fathers left a small slit in the center of this wall to enable him to communicate with his wife whenever he feels or felt like a child. Walled up in his comfortable room, Harold's mother was a prisoner for over 2 months. During this period, an egg was laid and Harold was born. In his necked boyhood, Harold was no beauty. His most prominent features was his flaming red bill, matching the blooms of the flames tree, which were now nebulous, heralding the summer. He had a stomach that could never be filled despite the best effort of his father, who brought him pieces of jackfruits and berries from the banyan tree. As he grew bigger, the room became more cramped, and one day his mother burst through the wall, spread out her wings, and sailed over the treetops. Her husband pretended he would glad to see her about and played with her, expressing his delight with deep gurgles and throat chuckles. Then they repaired the wall of the nursery so that Harold would not follow. Harold was quite happy in his cell and felt no urge for freedom. He was putting on weight and featured and acquiring the philosophy of his own. Then something happened to change the course of his life. One afternoon, he was awake from his daze by a loud banging on the wall, a big banging quite different from that made by his parents. Soon the wall gave way, and there was something large and red starting at him. Not his parents' bill, but the grandfather's son's blushing face and short red beard. In the moment Harold was seized, he roared lustily and struck out with his bill and feet, but to no purpose. Grandfather had him a big, and the young hornbill was added to the zoo on our front veranda. Harold had a small outlook, and once he got over some early attacks of nerves, he began to hold welcome to approach the stranger. For him, grandfather and I met the array of the food, and he greeted us with the cracked necks, open spills, and a loud croaking kaka. So grandfather gave him a very roomy case in the sunny corner and the pleasant place compared quartered. He who had grown up in the basin fresh water every day for his was. So with these things I would like to conclude things, students. So in next class, so we would continue the same lesson. So thank you one and all. Take care. See you.